Hey guys, and welcome to a new episode of Tea Time with April, the show where I like things. Sorry, the feminization is going to be a little bit weird for a while. I feel like I have to make a disclaimer on that. I don't have to make a disclaimer on that. Anyway, here's the mug for today. It's got a rabbit on it. Cool. Now let's go into the video. Today we're talking about good experiences with strangers. So I was thinking my last video did pretty well, so thank you for that. And I was thinking, what is good about that video? And I think the main thing is that it's more about happy stuff, and that's my whole brand. So I want to talk about positive stuff. So I thought a lot of people aren't the best, and people tend to focus a lot on the negative stuff, so I'm gonna focus on something good. Let's do that. I got proof. People are good. I'm telling you. Bus ticket guy. This is the whole reason I had this idea to write positive experiences that I've personally had in my life. I'm trying out a new casual hairstyle. It's very, very much similar to my old one. I just don't have this bit in the front. I don't know what it is. It just feels like this feels clunky. This feels good. So we're going with this. So I was completely broke at the time. So this was a few days ago-ish. So I've not been paid yet. So I'm like broke. I had just enough for the bus home from work. And I was leaving home from work, and guy got off the bus, and he just sort of handed me the bus pass. He was like, "Do you have a bus pass?" I went, "No." He handed it me. I was like, "What?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, this is my last bus. Just keep it. It'll work." And then I used it. It worked, and that saved me money, which I then spent on chocolate. Positivity goes around. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have spent it on chocolate. Either way, that was really nice because that guy didn't know I was broke. That guy didn't know I was broke. He was just being nice, and it made me really happy. After, like, the shift wasn't a bad shift, but it wasn't exactly the best shift. I don't know. It really cheered me up. Like, I wasn't in the best mood, so it really cheered me up, and I appreciate that, you know. And I didn't get a chance to thank him properly, so I really wanted to find a way to thank him. My videos aren't that big, but if he ever sees it, thank you for that. You really made my day. Anyway, the pharmacist. Now, my local pharmacist, very, very, very trans-friendly pharmacy. I love them. So I always go to my local pharmacy because I know that like Tesco has a 24-hour pharmacy. Well, it's not 24 hours, but it's open every day, whereas my pharmacy's not open on weekends. I like that personal touch of a local pharmacy. Like, everyone in there knows me. Sometimes they'll just start getting my medication before I even ask them. It's great. And obviously, as a trans person, I'm getting medication every month. Yeah. So they'll always go and they're like, "Is it for you?" And then I have my name changed, right? And that obviously could cause some issues because I'm not sure they know what's in mine. Maybe they do. I don't know how pharmacies work in the UK as far as like laws go. I assume they do. Anyway, the point is they give it me because I'm like, "Hey, prescription for April," and they're like, "There you go, April." Like, they make sure that they know that, because I pick up other people's prescriptions sometimes, but they made sure that I knew that they knew that I'm April and that my name's changed. And I think I appreciate that because they were like, "Oh, here's your stuff. Here you go." Like, very much specifying, like, they know you. They're like, "April, what's your like?" I don't know. There was some that just it made me happy that they were like making sure that I knew that they knew it was me. I don't know. It definitely solved a lot of awkwardness because I was really worried actually. Because obviously I've been getting my medication under a different name for a couple of years, so it really helps me not have to make them be aware of it. And I'd say if there's any pharmacists watching for some reason and you know a trans person and they change their name on the thing, maybe make it a little clear that, you know, most trans people appreciate it. Which brings me to another time. Now, that time I just mentioned then was like the second time, but it was a different member of staff than what served me the first time. But the first time I was in there when it changed my name, I handed in the physical papers. Like, you have a little paper thing you put in the doctors. I now use the NHS app because that's way better, but I gave the doctors the prescription thing with my old name on it, and it changed me on the system, so I was like, I don't know if this is coming through as my old name or April. So I went up and I was like, I don't know if medication's under this name or this name. And then there was a cis woman with a baby, and as someone who's been on the internet for a while, I'm like, not gonna lie, I can be a little hesitant of random cis people. Yeah, no, she immediately started talking to me and being like, I had the same issue when I changed my maiden name. It's really awkward, isn't it? I'm like, yeah, it is really awkward. And she was really nice, and she was just ranting with me about the process and like how it can be annoying. You got to change it in so many places, blah blah blah. It was very nice. And yeah, it kind of made me realize that most cis people aren't the cis people on the internet, same way most trans people aren't the trans people on the internet. We're all just people. So most cis people are generally chill, especially cis women, and that really like opened my eyes to, oh, I don't really need to be too worried around here. I'm in a pretty, like, I'm in Manchester. It's a pretty LGBT friendly area, but it's nice to be reminded. It's nice to be reminded. So yeah, that really unwarped my mind of social media. With the cis people. Speaking of social media, subscribe. What a great segue, April. What a you want to support trans, you open subscribe. The Mole Doctor. So this story is about I have a little mole thingy there. It's like a little lumpy mole thing. It's actually a skin tag. That's spoilers. And I went to the doctor and I was a bit worried. I was very worried because it kind of changed color. It's more like the dry skin on it went a bit weird. Anyway, it's fine. And yeah, so I went to the doctor for a mole and she was like, it's not skin cancer. I'm like, hell yeah. The reason I think this is like a nice thing someone done is she didn't just say it's not cancer, bye, like a lot of people do. She went, it's not cancer, here's why it's not cancer, and here's why you don't have to be worried. Because I was a bit worried because of how quickly she told me it wasn't. She was like, melanoma is usually flat. So I was like, great, this isn't, she was like, this isn't a mole, this is a skin tag. That wouldn't usually turn into melanoma. And raised melanoma, if it's raised, it would be hard. I was like, oh, that's very interesting. And then she poked it and went, look, squishy, not cancer. So yeah. Apparently, if squishy you can take, I mean, always see a doctor if you're concerned about a mole, but that was very nice. And that really helped. I don't usually get that much medical anxiety, but I really did for that. So, yay. Just charities. As a whole concept, charities are like a perfect example of why people aren't that bad, you know? Like, we see all this stuff on the internet about bad people, but no one focuses on the good people. And charities, I mean, that's like basically an entire company dedicated to helping people who don't have the money or whatever. Like that's cool. That's hella cool. That's cool as fuck. Charities, just as a concept, I would say, enough to make me think people are generally good. But yeah, media pushes negativity, but charities still exist. So, you know. Okay, this next one says COD lobbies in 2013. Now I have to specify this. I didn't experience that much negativity in COD lobbies in 2013. I mean, of course I experienced people calling me gay, but that didn't bother me for some reason. But other than that, most COD lobbies, I guess because I was 13 at the time, most COD lobbies were generally quite nice because I was a bit of a squeaker. I mean, kind of. I don't know, my voice broke around 13 to 14, so I kind of wasn't. Either way, they knew I was young, so they were generally nice to me, which you don't usually expect that from gamers. But yeah, no, when I was a youngin', I was treated quite well on the internet, which is very nice. And I have a specific memory of someone who, I can't say their name because, to be honest, I don't actually know their real name. Plus, their username is like, it's tied to a YouTube thingy. I don't know them anymore. I don't want to, I don't know anything about them. But at the time, they started singing in a COD lobby, and I was like, what? And then I was like, I'll just sing with them. And then we all just started singing, and then I played with them for a while, and they introduced me to the concept of memes and basically internet culture as a whole. So thanks for that. That was really fun. But yeah, most people are just nice and not yelling. I mean, I was on PlayStation, so I don't know. Everyone talks about Xbox lobbies. Maybe PlayStation lobbies were just nicer, but yeah, I actually had a really good time in the 2013 era of gaming. So yeah, gamers can be wholesome. Comments. So I've had a few comments in the last video, and by that I mean like 2, but they were both really nice and they made me happy. And then I have lots of people, I have like friends and family and stuff posted on other videos, and comments always make me happy. Comments are good. Comment below, it makes me happy. I mean, you don't have to, but like, yeah, I love comments. Comments are great. I love interacting with people on the internet, but it is just wholesome. Thank you for anyone who commented or anyone who will comment in the future. It does make me happy. It helps with the algorithm, but it more importantly, I like interacting with people. So yeah, thank you for that. I wanted to say thank you for that. Also, if you want, share some stories from some anecdotes in the comments about nice things that happen to you. You don't have to. If you do, fantastic. Yeah. Just I want to hear your happy stories. Let's all talk about how good people can be good. People are fun, actually. People are nice, actually. Not everyone's out to get you. That's pretty much it as far as notes for this video. Like and subscribe if you liked it. If you want to support a trans creator, that's me. I'm a trans creator. If you want to see my journey with the voice stuff, that's happening in real time, as you can tell. It's not very great at the moment, but yeah, just watch my trans stuff journey, whatever. I have a playlist over here for the other tea times, and YouTube thinks you'll like this one. You know, that's a pretty good one. Have a nice day. Yeah. Bye. Like and subscribe. I don't know. I think that was a good video.